We are often told to save money, hold back, and stay safe. But those who create wealth and live freely think differently. They don't cling to money. They allow it to flow. Ancient teachings encourage us to release fear and live with purpose. Holding back limits growth. Letting go brings freedom. In this video, we'll explore how the wise and the wealthy think, act, and grow through spiritual truth and practical insight. Lesson 1. Rich focus on making more. The path to abundance is not about holding tightly to what you have. It's about opening your hands to receive more. In spiritual teachings, clinging creates suffering. It keeps the mind trapped in fear of losing, fear of not having enough. The wealthy understand this. They do not spend their lives obsessing over cutting expenses. Instead, they focus on expanding their income. They look for opportunities. They create, build, and grow. This mindset reflects inner strength. It says, I trust in my ability to generate value. While most people stress over small expenses, the wise focus on creating new streams of income. This doesn't mean being careless. It means understanding that true security comes from your ability to adapt, grow, and serve others. The wise do not sit in fear. They act with purpose. Spiritual teachings remind us that nothing is permanent. Holding too tightly to anything, even money, brings pain. When you let go of fear and focus on your potential, doors begin to open. You stop limiting yourself. You start exploring new ways to earn, to help others, and to improve your life. Think about this. If you spend all your energy saving a few dollars, how much energy is left for creating something new? Real growth begins when you shift your energy from protecting what you have to building what you want. Every skill you learn, every service you offer, every bold step you take opens a new path. So stop asking, how can I save more? Start asking, how can I earn more by helping others? The answer lies in your hands. Create value, expand your mind, release fear. That's how the rich grow, and it's how anyone can move toward a more abundant life. Lesson 2. They invest their money. Wise people don't let money sit still. They understand that money, like water, must flow. If it's held too tightly, it becomes stagnant. But when used wisely, it grows and gives life. Those who grow wealth understand this truth deeply. They don't just save money, they invest it. They allow it to work for them. Investing is not just about buying stocks or property. It's about planting seeds. When you invest, you trust in growth. You're not clinging to every coin, fearing the future. Instead, you're believing in possibility. This mindset is powerful. It transforms fear into hope. It transforms scarcity into abundance. Spiritual teachings remind us to avoid attachment. Saving too much, hoarding wealth, creates fear and suffering. But wise action guided by clarity brings peace. Investing is an act of trust in yourself, in your decisions, and in the future. It's not about gambling. It's about learning, understanding, and moving forward with confidence. The wealthy study opportunities. They learn about what they're putting their money into. They don't throw money blindly. They take time to understand where their money will grow. You can do the same. It doesn't take millions. It takes intention. Even small investments, done wisely and consistently, can grow over time. Think of every dollar as a worker. If you lock it away, it does nothing. But if you assign it a task like helping build a business, funding a skill, or buying into a strong idea, it can return with more. That's the power of investing. So let go of the fear of losing. Begin to see your money as a tool. Learn, grow, and plant your seeds. Over time, they will multiply. Don't just save. Use your money to build a better life, not just for yourself, but for others too. That's a deeper kind of wealth. Lesson 3. They use debt wisely. Debt is often seen as a burden. Many fear it, but those who understand how to grow wealth view it differently. They see it as a tool. They use it with care, not with fear. This is a powerful shift in mindset. When used with wisdom, debt can help build something greater. It's not the enemy, it's a stepping stone, if managed well. The ancient teachings show us the importance of intention. If your heart is full of fear and desire, your your actions lead to pain. But if you act with wisdom and clear purpose, even challenging paths can lead to peace. Using debt wisely means understanding the purpose behind it. It means asking, will this debt help me grow? If the answer is yes, then it can be a tool for transformation. Wealthy individuals don't use debt to buy things that disappear. They don't borrow money just to feel good today. They use it to build businesses, assets, education. They think of the future. They ask themselves if this debt will lead to more value tomorrow. It's not about borrowing recklessly. It's about being strategic. If you borrow to invest in something that grows, your skills, your income, your future, then that's wise. But if you borrow to satisfy a short-term desire, the cost is heavy. Think of debt as fire. In a controlled space, fire brings warmth, light, and energy. But left uncontrolled, it destroys. The same is true with borrowing. Use it to light your path, not burn it down. So before taking on any debt, pause, breathe, reflect. Ask yourself, will this make me stronger? Will this help me grow? If the answer is yes and you can manage it with clarity, then proceed. If not, wait. Let wisdom lead the way. With clear intention and purpose, even debt can be a step toward abundance. Lesson 4. They take calculated risks. There is no growth without risk, but wise people do not gamble. They do not rush in blindly. They take risks, but only after deep thought and careful planning. This is what sets them apart. They are not driven by fear. They are guided by clarity. In life, nothing is certain. But if you live only to avoid failure, you also avoid success. Playing it safe may feel comfortable, but it rarely leads to freedom. The teachings remind us that fear comes from clinging. When we cling to safety, we close ourselves off from life's possibilities. The wealthy understand that risk is part of every step forward, but they prepare, they study, they ask questions, they make sure the risk is worth the reward. This is not recklessness, it's strategy. They take action with awareness, not with panic. Think of a tree reaching toward the sky. It cannot grow without stretching beyond what is certain. You too must stretch. To grow your income, to build something meaningful, you must take steps that feel uncertain. But don't rush. Pause, plan, reflect. Spiritual wisdom teaches us to observe, to stay present, and to act mindfully. This helps you take risks with a clear mind. You don't jump in, you walk in with both eyes open. If you fail, you learn. If you succeed, you grow. So don't let fear hold you. Let caution guide you, but don't let it cage you. Every person who has achieved something great has taken a risk. The difference is, they did it with preparation and patience. Ask yourself, what am I afraid of? Then ask, what could I gain if I tried? Don't avoid all risk. Avoid foolishness. Step forward with courage, faith, and wisdom. That's how true growth begins. Calculated risks are the bridges that take you from where you are to where you dream of being. Lesson 5. They learn and grow. One of the most powerful truths is this: you are not fixed. You are not stuck. You can change. You can grow. Those who build lasting wealth understand this deeply. They never stop learning. They never stop seeking wisdom. They know that the greatest investment is in the mind. When you grow in knowledge, your world expands. You see new paths. You understand how to solve problems. You discover your hidden strengths. This growth is the foundation of true wealth. It's not just about making money. It's about becoming more capable, more aware, and more confident. The ancient teachings tell us that life is a path. We move forward by observing, by learning, and by applying what we know. Mistakes are not failures. They are lessons. Those who succeed don't fear failure. They use it, they grow from it. Every book you read, every course you take, every new skill you learn adds value to your life. You don't need to master everything overnight. Just take one step at a time. Learn something new each day. Over time, the small steps create massive change. The rich don't rely on luck. They rely on their ability to learn, to adjust, and to rise again when things fall apart. That strength doesn't come from the outside. It comes from within. And you have that power too. Ask yourself, what do I need to learn to move forward? Then find the answer. The world is full of knowledge. Seek it with humility and passion. Let learning be your daily habit. As your mind expands, so will your possibilities. Growth is not just for the few. It's for anyone willing to take the journey. Begin today. Read, ask, explore. The more you grow, the more you gain. Not just in wealth, but in peace, clarity, and purpose. That's the true reward. Lesson 6. They build strong networks. Success is never a solo journey. The wealthiest people understand the power of connection. They surround themselves with those who inspire, teach, and support. They build strong networks, not just to gain, but to grow. These relationships are not built on greed. They are built on mutual value and trust. In the teachings of old, we are reminded that who we spend time with shapes who we become. If you walk with the wise, you become wiser. If you sit with fear, you absorb fear. Your environment matters. The people in your life either lift you or weigh you down. Wealthy individuals choose their circles with care. They seek mentors who challenge them, friends who hold them accountable, partners who bring ideas to life. They understand that each connection can open doors that money alone cannot. Wisdom flows through shared experience. Growth multiplies when minds unite. You don't need to know 1,000 people. You need a few good ones, people who see your potential, not just your past. Start by being that kind of person yourself. Be generous with your support. Be open to learning. Listen more. Speak with kindness. Those who live with this spirit naturally attract others like them. Don't be afraid to reach out. Ask questions. Offer help. Relationships grow through service, not selfishness. If you want to go far, go together. Life becomes richer when shared with others who walk the same path of growth. Ask yourself, who am I learning from? Who do I spend most of my time with? Do they uplift me or drain me? Reflect. Choose wisely. Build your circle with care. And remember, it's not about using people. It's about growing with them. Relationships built on respect and shared purpose become your greatest wealth. Money can come and go, but a strong network rooted in truth and support can carry you through every storm and toward every goal. Lesson 7. They acquire assets. Those who build lasting wealth don't just earn money, they turn it into something that grows. They acquire assets. Assets are things that put money into your pocket, not take it away. They create value over time. They work for you even when you're not working. Spiritual teachings encourage us to focus on what lasts, to build foundations that give back, not things that fade quickly. Assets are like seeds planted in fertile soil. They may start small, but with care and time, they grow strong. This could be real estate, a business, investments, or even your skills. Anything that continues to bring value. Too often, people spend on things that disappear. A new phone, an expensive car, or constant shopping. These are not bad, but they don't build your future. The wise ask themselves, will this grow in value? Will this serve me tomorrow? If the answer is yes, it's an asset. If not, it's a liability. The rich focus their energy on collecting things that grow. They don't chase flashy items. They chase freedom. Every asset gives them more time, more choices, and more peace of mind. And it's something anyone can begin to build, step by step. You don't need to be rich to start. Begin by saving for something that will return value. Learn a skill that earns you money. Start a small online business. Buy a book that teaches you how to invest. Every asset you build is a step toward freedom. Think long-term. Ask yourself, what can I build today that will serve me tomorrow? Shift your mindset from spending to building, from consuming to creating. This is how wealth is built, not by working harder, but by working smarter. True wealth is not just about how much you earn. It's about what you own that earns for you. Build assets and let them build your future. Lesson 8. Time is their priority. Time is the most valuable asset anyone has. Once it's gone, it can never be replaced. The truly wealthy understand this. They protect their time. They respect it. They use it wisely. They know that how they spend each hour shapes their entire future. Many people spend their days reacting, answering every call, saying yes to every request, getting pulled in every direction. But those who grow in wealth and wisdom learn to say no. They choose what truly matters. They plan their days with purpose. They don't waste time on things that drain their energy or distract them from their goals. Spiritual teachings tell us to live in the present, to be fully aware of each moment. When you live with awareness, you don't let time slip away. You use it to grow. You use it to serve. You use it to move toward your highest self. The wealthy don't fill every minute. They create space to think, to rest, to reflect. This space brings clarity. It allows them to make better choices. They understand that being busy is not the same as being productive. It's not about doing more. It's about doing what matters most. Start small. Look at how you spend your time. Are you investing it in things that bring value? Are you growing, learning, building? Or are you stuck in habits that lead nowhere? Make a shift. Cut out what no longer serves you. Replace it with time spent on things that build your life. Time is not just about money. It's about meaning. How you use your time shows what you value. The rich use their time to grow their mind, their health, their relationships, and their future. You can do the same. Value your time. Guard it. Use it with intention. Each hour is a gift. Spend it building something beautiful. When you honor your time, life begins to honor you. Lesson 9. They think long-term. The journey to wealth is not fast. It is not filled with shortcuts. It requires patience, vision, and discipline. Those who truly build wealth think long-term. They don't chase quick wins or fall for every trend. They think years ahead. They ask, what will this decision bring me 5, 10, or 20 years from now? This long-term mindset is deeply rooted in wisdom. It teaches us to delay short-term pleasure for long-term peace. It reminds us that the future is shaped by today's small steps. If you plant good seeds now, you will enjoy the fruits later. If you rush, you may destroy what could have grown. Many people live only for the moment. They spend without thought. They act without planning. But the wise pause. They reflect. They choose what lasts. This brings a deeper kind of happiness, one that doesn't fade overnight. Spiritual teachings remind us to live with intention. Each action should come from purpose, not impulse. This is the heart of long-term thinking. It's about building something meaningful, not just grabbing what feels good right now. The wealthy apply this to every part of life. They save and invest with patience. They build habits that support health and growth. They make choices today that bring rewards tomorrow. This kind of thinking creates peace. It gives you control. It helps you avoid regret. Start with one simple step. When facing a choice, ask yourself, will this help or harm my future? Let this question guide you. Build a life you won't need to escape from, one filled with freedom, not pressure. Thinking long-term is not just about money. It's about peace. It's about purpose. It's about knowing that you are building something solid, something real. Let time be your ally. With patience, wisdom, and consistent action, your future will shine brighter than you can imagine. Lesson 10. They understand finance. Money is not evil. It is a tool, a resource, a way to serve and build. Those who create lasting wealth take the time to understand it. They don't fear it. They don't ignore it. They study it. They learn how it works. They make it serve them, not the other way around. Spiritual wisdom teaches clarity. To walk the path of peace, you must understand the tools in your hand. If you don't understand money, it controls you. But if you learn, you gain freedom. You gain choice. You gain peace. The wealthy learn how to manage income, expenses, savings, investments, taxes, and debt. They don't have to be experts, but they know enough to make wise decisions. They treat money with respect, not obsession. They know that every dollar has a purpose. You don't need to be a genius to understand finance. Start small. Track your spending. Learn the basics of budgeting. Understand how interest works. Read a book. Watch a video. Ask questions. Every small step adds up. When you understand money, you stop fearing it. You stop wasting it. You begin to direct it toward things that matter. growth, peace, freedom. You become mindful in your decisions. You spend with purpose. You save with a goal. You invest with clarity. This is not about greed, it's about wisdom. It's about using money to create a life of meaning and service. The more you learn, the more you grow. The more you grow, the more you can help others do the same. Don't leave your financial life to chance. Learn the basics, take control. Make money a servant of your purpose, not your master. In doing so, you'll find a deeper kind of freedom, one that lifts not only your life, but the lives of those around you. Wealth is not just about money, it's about mindset, wisdom, and clarity. Let go of fear, let go of small thinking, open your heart to growth. Use these lessons to build a life rooted in purpose. As you walk this path with peace and intention, abundance will follow.